You've seen them, right? You're scrolling online and suddenly a video pops up promising you can make a ton of money with almost zero effort. It's a whole genre of content and it's absolutely massive. So today we're going to pull back the curtain and really look at the anatomy of one of these lazy money videos. Okay, let's get into it. Look, if you're a student, your life is probably this constant juggling act, right? You've got classes, you've got studying, and you're trying to squeeze in a social life somewhere. So, when someone comes along offering a way to make money that doesn't add more chaos to your schedule, of course that's going to grab your attention. And that feeling? That's exactly what these videos are built to tap into. For our little case study here, we're going to zoom in on a single YouTube page. And we're not so much focused on the actual methods in the video, but on how the whole thing is packaged. Think of us as digital detectives, you know? We're examining the pitch, that seductive promise designed to make you click. So let's start with the title, 5 Ways for Students. Okay, standard stuff. But the magic word here, laziest. It's not easiest or quickest. It's laziest. And that word is an absolute masterstroke because it plugs directly into that core human desire for the biggest possible reward with the smallest possible effort. It's an instant, powerful hook. All right, now for the fun part. Let's start breaking down the key elements. You can think of them as clues, really, that reveal the strategy behind the video's appeal. And the best part is, they're all hiding in plain sight. The very first thing you'll probably notice is that view count. We're talking over 148,000 views in less than 2 weeks. That is some powerful social proof. Before you've even watched a second of the video, your brain just goes, wow, if that many people watched it, there must be something good here. It creates this immediate, almost subconscious sense of credibility. Now check out the specific number they use in the description. They don't just say make over 20,000 rupees. Nope. They say make 23,454 rupees. This is such a classic psychological trick. A really precise, non-rounded number feels way more authentic, doesn't it? It feels like it's the result of a real calculation from a system that actually works, not just a number they pulled out of thin air. It makes the promise feel so much more achievable. And this line from the description is just brilliant. It's a direct counterattack on the biggest fears anyone has about starting a side gig, all that stress and total exhaustion. It just waves away hustle culture and promises a smarter, easier way. And that little sunglasses emoji at the end, it just seals the deal on that cool, effortless vibe. So how do they get so many eyeballs on this thing in the first place? Well, one of the techniques is something called engagement farming. If you were to look deeper into the video's description, you'd find a gigantic wall of tags and keywords. This isn't just for decoration. It's a very deliberate strategy to make the video pop up in as many search results as possible. It's designed to catch anyone who's looking for pretty much anything related to making money online. Okay, let's move on to the next piece of this puzzle because it all builds on itself. Let's talk about the specific language being used. The words they pick for the title and the description are so carefully chosen to paint this perfect picture of effortless success, tailored specifically for students. What's really fascinating here is how we can translate this marketing pitch into, real-world terms. When you hear words like lazy or easy, what that often means in business is a low barrier to entry. Now, that sounds great, but it usually comes with high competition. No skill? That often means it's a task that's been optimized for a search algorithm, not necessarily for human talent. And my favorite, passive income, almost always requires a significant amount of upfront work. Just understanding this translation is a huge step toward being more media savvy. And here they are, all lined up. Just look at how these words all work together. Simple, practical, beginner-friendly, low effort, no skill. Each one of these is specifically designed to remove a potential roadblock in your mind. Worried it's too complicated? Nope, it's simple. Don't have any experience? That's fine. It's beginner-friendly. Don't have enough time? You can earn while you're studying. It creates this incredibly powerful and reassuring message. Now, it is so important to understand that this one video is not some isolated case. Not at all. It's actually part of a massive, thriving digital genre. When you zoom out, you start to see that this is a very well-established formula for content that gets millions and millions of clicks. I mean, just look at the other videos that YouTube recommends on the same page. Are you starting to see the pattern? 7 simple ways, 6 free apps, make 1 lakhs per month. They're all using the exact same triggers: specific numbers, these huge income promises, the idea of ease of use, and targeting beginners or students. This is a formula that just works, and believe me, it is everywhere. And just to put the scale of this whole thing into perspective, take a look at this. Our case study video has a very respectable 148,000 views, but a similar video, 7 Simple Ways, has 11 million views. Another one has 1 million. The audience for this type of content is just absolutely enormous. It's staggering. So after breaking all of this down piece by piece, what's the real point here? Why does understanding all these marketing and packaging techniques actually matter to you? And let's be really clear about something. The purpose of this whole deep dive isn't to say whether these videos are good or bad. The goal is to give you the tools to see how they work their magic. By understanding the psychology and the strategy that goes into the pitch, you become a much more critical and informed consumer of pretty much everything you see online. So, I'll leave you with this one question to chew on. When you see a video pop up that promises easy money or a lazy way to get rich, what is the real product that's being sold? Is it the actual method they talk about inside the video? Or is it something else entirely? Is it hope? Is it a dream? Or is the actual product your attention? Think about that next time you scroll.